following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-445-1044. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good day from TFNN. Welcome to the August 25th magnificent Monday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And, of course, the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life happens for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find a gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Today, you and I, we get to go check out the circumstance of these markets. We get to go figure out what the bulls and the bears, what the buyers and the sellers are communicating to you and I just past 8 o'clock in the morning. That's right. If you're listening in on the 1 o'clock show, this is being taped live from 8 to 8:30. And we've got a treat for you today because from 8:39, you're going to hear Jason Path. And so he'll be with you for that half of the hour. It is great to be with you. Hope everybody had a great weekend. So let's go ahead and get started on this show. Of course, again, if you're listening in at 1 o'clock, this has been archived today. But we'll make this show as pertinent as we can for you at that time frame. Right now, we've got the equity futures contracts all trading to the upside. You've got the Dow up 115 points. That's nearly 0.5%. Same can be true about the NQ, about 0.5%. That's 33 points the upside. The S&P futures, ES Mini up 9. You've got the Russell up 3. U.S. dollar, where is that? Where is it? The U.S. dollar index back about 4 ticks right now. No big deal. Gold is off a buck, trading at 12.12. Still bullish. Watch the 12.08 level. You'd like to see, you prefer to see gold continue to close above 12.08. Silver's trading at 14.76. Light sweet crude is up 10 pennies, trading out at 68.83. Of course, if you are listening live, just feel free to give us a call. You can do that. 877-927-6648. If you can't call in, go ahead, send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside that subject heading, please put radio show question. In the Tiger's Den, though, any ping will do. And the first ping that came in this morning was, in essence, asking about a target inside of the ES Mini. So let's go take a look at, here's what we know about the ES Mini right now as of 8:09 a.m. And we're going to take a look at the ES Mini priced in all the major currencies. So we've got the one that you and I always look at. That's in U.S. dollars. That's the left-hand panel. And we can see that its all-time previous swing point high is 28.89. We're trading at 28.86. If we see price traded above 28.89 and it's now 1:09 in the afternoon, it says price wants to head higher. We'll try to figure out where that might go, but that's what you're going to be looking at. So we know there's resistance here. The ES Mini priced in euros made a new all-time high about a week and a half ago. The exact day is the trading session of August the 14th. Now, the retracement that it's had has been really no big deal out here, but it made that new all-time high back on August the 14th. Today's August 25th. If we take a look at what the ES Mini is doing in terms of yen, trading right now at a new all-time high. So this has cleared resistance. Resistance in this case here being a prior swing point. The same can be said about the ES Mini priced in pounds. So the reason why you want to be able to take a look at this is you must. Did I say must? Not Musk. I said you must, with a T, know what traders around the globe are seeing on their screens. I guarantee you, if you are sitting in London, you are taking a look at the ES Mini breaking out. It is breaking out above prior swing points. Same is said for traders in Tokyo. In the U.S., not so fast, because we're not there just yet. So again, watch 28.80. Now, there's no reason to believe that we won't do that. At least go test it. Maybe take it out and close above it. If you close above that today in the ES Mini, that says higher prices are to come as well. The only thing not in alignment just yet with regard to the stars, those stars being the euro. Now, that's the upside. What's the downside? When I say downside, what's the risk? What's the caution that is out there? you know as well as I do that over the last 130 years, the Dow has made its topping signal by generating one of Stevie's Rhodes momentum indicator signals out there. Now, in the Dow Jones Cash Indices, as we speak today, that pattern does not exist on the daily, the weekly, or the monthly. You can see it is in wave 6, and I would assume that this morning on the cash indice, it's going to get to wave number 7. Now, wave number 7, should it occur, can't be confirmed until at least the following trading session, and the only way it's confirmed is by not making a higher high out there. Why do we pay attention to that wave number 7, which is, by the way, is part of the Chapman Wave series, but it is not the Chapman Wave tools. Those you must learn from Basil. I just pay attention to that 7th wave move. Well, if we take a look at the ES Mini right now, you're going to see that it is today likely also in wave number 7. It could be some other alternative wave, but right now we're going to just stick with from the lows in July out here. Was it July or June 28th? I think it was June 28th out there. Yeah, June 28th. This is now in wave number 7. It can't be confirmed until tomorrow, but it is something to pay attention to. Why? Because in wave number 7, that's where you can see the most significant changes in trend. Now, even if we get a change in trend, let's keep this in perspective. We're only talking about a trade. We're not talking about the sell, back up the truck, sell it, the top is in. Nothing. Nothing. Did I say nothing? I mean nothing could be further from the truth. The U.S. stock markets, longer term, are headed higher. Much, much, much higher. So when I take a look at a daily time frame, which right now basically is the noise of the markets versus the weekly and the monthly time frames out there, we're just looking for these potential changes in trend. If we take a look at the NQ out here, well, it is doing the same pattern, only one better inside. It is in also wave number 7, but we can see that price is moving higher, doing less relative energy out there. That is the black diagonal lines that you see on Stevie's charts out here. So 2. I give you a 2 for the price of 1. Potential topping signals. How will we know if it is a topping signal? At a minimum, price must close back inside its task market profile, but really it has to close below Stevie's green line out there. That is 74.80. Really, in the case of the NQ, should there be some type of topping pattern, all that we're really looking at this stage of the game is move back to 73.59. That is the bottom of its TAS market profile. Nothing gets serious until you break through a level of support. And we're going to go ahead and give the high sign to those TAS market profiles as being the significant level of support. Why? Just take a look at the price action out here. You can see that profile formed on August the 10th. And any pullbacks, for example, the one on August 15th, found support there. That was tested again 2 days later on the 17th. That was tested on August 22nd. Nothing like 3 times a charm. So the charming price inside the NQ is 73.69. That is support. That is significant support, a Rooney. If we take a look at the Dow equity futures contract, though, we talked about the Dow cash, we can see that price is making that short-term Rhodes momentum indicator top. Plus you're in wave number 7, 25,767. No, that's the key level inside the Dow equity futures contract at 8:14. Well, quite frankly, at 1:14 in the afternoon as well. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calling. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary Power Law Vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. If you're listening right now, it's 8:18 in the morning, so this show is being taped from 8 to 8:30, and then Jason Petfiff is going to be taking over from 8:30 on, so that's going to be a treat for you. We're taking a look at the ES Mini, taking a look at the equity futures contracts out here. So this chart happens to be, for watching us on Tiger TV, what you're looking at is a monthly time frame chart. So that's the time frame you're looking at. Price right now in the ES Mini traded 28.86.75. And what we're looking at, the green horizontal lines are our weekly horizontal trading range boundary lines. Now the week comes to the week. The week comes to the end of the week this week, of course. But the month comes to the end of the month on Friday as well. We don't always get a Friday end of week, Friday end of month as well, but we do now. Look, here's the key level to be watching. We talked about how the high is going to be tested. It's being tested right now, or it's exceeding it. It's right in that range. But you can see that this 28.78 is a significant level of resistance. Significant because it is a horizontal trading range. You're taking a look at data going back into the 1999, 1998 level with regard to the ES Mini out here, and you can see how well these areas act as either support or resistance. So we know the resistance is being tested. We know we're in wave number 7 to the upside. Quite frankly, we know we're in wave number 7 in the Dow, and the Dow equity futures contract, the ES, the NQ. So you've got 3 out there. We've got 3 of those other contracts. That now includes the Russell 2000, where it's being stretched, where you can see those topping signals form. In the ES Mini, you're running right up into resistance out here. Now, look, when you break through a level of resistance, old resistance becomes new support. So come Friday, and you and I will take a look at this out here. If we do see a close in the ES Mini above 28.78, that says, okay, that now becomes the new support level, and price here in the ES Mini could be headed to 30.72. That's its next upper trading range boundary line. So, look, I don't want to spend the entire show taking a look at the ES Mini, so we won't do that. Let's go take a look at some other things going on inside of the marketplace. Let's go take a look at Goldilocks out here. Now, those of you that listened in on Friday's show, you know that Stevie, you know that subscribers of Mastering Probability were long and strong gold. One of the things, and there are several things that we are continuing to monitor, one of those things, which is the most important thing, it's why we took a look at what the ES Mini was doing this morning at 8:20 in terms of all major currencies. It is that simple. It is that simple. If you're a technical or a fundamental trader and you're not paying attention to what's going on the screens around you, you are playing. You wouldn't do that if you were a coach of a football team. I guarantee you. You certainly wouldn't do it if you were the coach of the Hawaii team. How about that? How about that Little League World Series Championship Hawaii team out there? Oh, that was a beautiful thing. You just simply have to know what the other side is doing. You cannot win a game. You cannot play a game of chess and not get into the mindset of what the guy or gal sitting across the table from you is doing. This is game on stuff out here. So when we take a look at gold, we can see that it's how it's priced in terms of euros, yen, and pounds out here. We can see that each of these thus far, in dollars as well, has formed what appears to be a nice bottom. Now, in the case of yen, in the case of euros, in the case of pound sterling, formed that beautiful hammer candle out there. Now, the hammer candle, that's at the low. That's what you look at, 919 inside of pound sterling, 129,000 and change in yens, and 1,027 in euros. That's a significant bottom. If there's a price close below that level, then I can tell you, and it's all happening, quite frankly, in these currencies out here, all these major currencies, then price is headed lower because the hammer candle says the market is trying to hammer out a bottom. Interestingly enough, as we take a look at it, we can't trade the continuous contract, but we can look at the continuous contract, and this is gold here, to look for other signals of when this has formed significant bottoms. And just like we were talking about up at the highs out there, we can take it, now referring to highs inside the market, this pattern, this tool. If you want to learn this pattern, then just come over and subscribe to Mastering Probability. You know, we'll give you access to the complete five-step process, the complete five-step process for how markets form significant tops and bottoms out here. Now you take a look at the continuous contract for gold, and you take a look at the prior three. That's over on the left-hand side out here. Here we've got the current setup, but take a look at the prior three, and each of them set up some significant moves higher inside of Goldilocks. We have that current pattern that is present right now. If you go ahead and you put that together with what gold is doing in major currencies, it is giving you the signal that a bottom may be in. We talked about the 1208 area. I believe when I put up my synthetic contract out here, I believe I come up with a slightly different level for gold. But let's go ahead and put that up here. Let me see exactly what that is. Again, that was the top of the daily box. It's 1203.20. So, you know, the 1208, let's go with the 1203.20 level as a key level for gold to continue to close above. In fact, any pullback to 1203.20 inside of gold, if you're trading the commodity itself out there, that would be your buy point. And to close below that says, what are you doing? And then we'd have to go take a look at some other, see what new profiles may have formed out there in some shorter-term time frame charts. But right now, here's the cool thing about this week as well. You can see that the candle color, this is the very right-hand panel of my chart out. You can see how it's turned an orange color. When it turns orange, doesn't happen all the time, but it happens most of the time, tells you the market is trying to form a brand new profile. And that's what you and I want. If we are long gold, if we are long the mining sector out here, we want to see some new market profiles on a weekly time frame. Because the last one that formed was, I don't know, way back in the beginning of the year out there, and the top or the bottom of that box up at 1335. So let's see what happens really a week from today. We won't be with you a week from today. That is Labor Day. And on Labor Day, what we do is we play golf. Right, Maria? That's what we do. On Labor Day, we play in golf tournaments out there, or some of us do. In any event, so that's what's going on inside of the gold complex. What else do you guys, gals, folks, want to look at out here? No emails yet. Kind of expected because most folks didn't realize, nor did I, that I was going to be doing the 8 to 8:30 this morning because of a problem that came up, and I can't do 1 to 2. But I'll be back with you live on Tuesday. So as I take a look at the markets out here, what else do we really have moving? No movement for the most part in crude. We'll take a look at silver. Let's just go take a look at silver out there. Let's finish that off. Let's look at Stevie's synthetic contract out here as well. Just look for their market profiles. So we're going to be looking at the daily time frame out here, and on a daily time frame, silver not showing the same bottom significance as gold. Doesn't mean it hasn't formed a bottom, but as we take a look at its profiles, it needs to clear 1525. 1525 is the bottom of its box out there. You're trading right now at 1487. So so that's what's going on. Okay, I guess this is going to end up being the end of the show. I'm not used to doing a half-hour show. So what do I want to leave you with? I just want to leave you with, in essence, what we started. You've got all of the equity futures, not all except the Russell 2000 is in wave number 7. Prices moving higher, doing with less relative energy. Inside the YM, it's 25,769 now. That is a key level. Price doesn't close below that. Do not go short. Just because we have this 7th wave move, just because we've got this RMI signal, don't do it. The NQ, same thing. Its level to be watching for today would be 74.80 to the downside. It too in wave number 7. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned for the next half hour. You're going to love the lineup. And I'll see you on Terrific Tuesday. Have a great day.